Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Pokemon and Chill. This is our second episode, and just like our first, we are just going to be talking about life. The focus is not necessarily on the opening, but just vibing, chilling out. For those of you who live in NYC, you guys have probably been dealing with the heat wave too. It's been pretty crazy to deal with this weather lately. I think 4 or 5 days it's been above 90 degrees. It's pretty crazy. I mean, it's been like that a couple times in the past. I remember growing up, but in recent memory, this is definitely the hottest it's been in a while. It was so hot that my job actually closed early on Sunday. Yeah, it was a pretty wild experience. We shut down because there was no air conditioning, so everyone went home an hour early. Even though I'm pretty sure most people enjoyed it, I was a bit upset because I just came back from my lunch break. I wish that I got paid for that extra hour, but it is what it is. I managed to get my hands on some pretty cool products to open up on the channel. I also decided that I'm creating a time capsule that I'm going to open in 5 years. So look forward to that in 5 years if you're still watching. And if I'm still here, which I'm pretty sure I still will be, so look forward to that. As for the products, I got some vintage products coming in, and I've already got one in hand right now that I'm super excited to get into. I think it's going to be a very fun experience for everyone to watch. It's I won't spoil what the set is exactly, but it's came out around 2010ish. So that's what I'll let you know. So look out for that. It'll be out probably sometime next month, or maybe in August, depending on how the schedule goes. If you don't know, I've already filmed a lot of content, or I film a lot of content, and then I edit it, and I slowly release it. So once I release all the material that I already recorded, I will record this opening, the opening for the vintage, and post on the channel. I hope by then our audience would have gotten a little bit bigger. But yeah, how's your guys? How's the climate wherever you live? Comment that down below. As I said, we got a nice Mr. Rhymes. Cool. Like I was saying, climate here in NYC is a little hotter than usual. I think the last couple of years, the weather here has been really crazy. We had like a really bad hurricane in 2022, and then we had a horrible, not horrible, we had an earthquake that happened not too long ago. That was really freaky because that was my first time ever dealing with an earthquake. I thought my house was gonna explode. When it was happening, I thought it was like a boiler issue. Turns out it wasn't, which was great because at least my house wasn't the one getting messed up. It was just the world. The tectonic plates playing a trick on me. Yeah, but that's just life, you know. Unexpected things are always gonna happen, so all you can do is enjoy the time you got. Enjoy the moments where you're healthy, you're happy, you don't got anything to do. Just hang out, chill, enjoy life. I enjoy taking nice strolls lately. Just walking out in nature when I get the chance. And I mean, like, yeah, there's, I know a lot of you probably thinking what kind of nature exists in NYC, but I live near a pretty big park. That park has a pretty big trail, so it's a pretty nice walk to go to in the mornings. It's a fun time. Opening up Pokemon cards is definitely a great way to spend some time. It's always a lot of fun to see what we get. Ooh, I also recently submitted my first PSA order, so hopefully we will get back all 10s. Because I think most of the cards that if you don't know, when I got back into probably you don't know because I don't think I've ever mentioned this story before in the channel, unless I just forgot, but when I got back into Pokemon cards, I was really only into vintage cards. And of course, you can't really buy vintage cards. I mean, you could. You have to pay an arm and a leg for it. Replace the TCG player. But sometimes you get lucky, and if you're on Craigslist, you might be able to find people who are selling their old card collection for pretty cheap. That's what I did. I went on Craigslist and I spent a pretty penny on a pretty sizable collection. That's where I got the majority of my vintage collection. But I also had some cards that I held on to all this time. I have a Machamp, a Shadowless Machamp First Edition. I'm not really sure where the Shadowless ones come from. I know that the Unlimited ones with the First Edition stamp on it, they come from like the trainer deck. Maybe the Shadowless one also does, but I'm not really sure. Either way, I had a couple of cards that I kept from my childhood. I have one card that a friend gave me in my 10th birthday that I kept for over a decade now. Pretty cool. And yeah, when I first got back into the hobby, I bought a bunch of I bought someone's collection. I bought multiple people's collections. Then I started opening some modern stuff. It was really just buying. There's a card store near me, so I just bought like occasional packs, occasional like those lunchbox things, and occasional collection boxes and whatnot. And I slowly built up the collection over the last 2 years. I think it's been since I started back into the hobby. So I have a decent amount of stuff. The cards I sent out to grade, I think 3 of them I pulled myself, and 3 of them were cards I had from collections that I bought. One of them I actually picked up recently on my birthday. I picked it up at a card store for an insanely low price. They're selling this Koga's Beat Drill for $3, and $3. I mean, that would be a good price if it was like in like moderate condition or like heavily played. But this card was like, I'm pretty certain it was either near mint or a light play. Probably closer to near mint. I think it'll probably get like hopefully an 8 or a 9. But they're selling it for super cheap, so I got it. I'm probably gonna sell that card, to be honest. Even though I love vintage cards, I prefer the vintage cards in English for some reason. I'm not really I guess it's because they don't have the hollow bleed. If you don't know a lot of Japanese cards, the hollow pattern tends to bleed through the bottom and top of the card, and it's not the most appealing aesthetic to me. And so yeah, I want to get that graded. I got it. I sent it out to get graded, and now I'm waiting for the result. Looking forward to getting it back. I also sent out. I can't remember. I know one of them was a Rocket Zapdos, the Koga's Beedrill. I sent out a Zero or a V that I pulled, the alt art one, and also a Palkia Origin Form alt art that I pulled. I forgot the last 2 cards that I sent out were, but yeah, pretty excited about that. Pretty excited about getting some new product. I can't wait for that Shrouded Fable box to come out, the one with the Greninja and the Kingdra. I'm a really big fan of those 2 artworks, so whenever that comes out, I'm probably gonna open. That'll probably also be my only opening on Shrouded Fable. I might pick up an ETB, but I might not also, because to be honest, Shrouded Fable seems like a pretty lackluster set, to say the least. It doesn't look that interesting. The Tapu Bulu Illustrator Rare is the only card I'm really looking forward to. I mean, oh no, there's also that Persian, right? That Persian looking out the mirror. That one's pretty cool too, I guess. But other than those promos and the Persian Tapu Bulu, I think the rest of the cards are not my cup of tea. So I might try to do my best to skip that set. I mean, of course, I'm making content, so I'll probably buy the ETB, since I want to open all the ETBs ever made on this channel. So I'll probably open the ETB, but I don't see myself going out of my way to get more more products other than the ETB and those 2 collection boxes, because I really want the promos. Although I might just buy the promos straight up, because I guess it'll be pretty cheap once they come out. Might just be better to just buy the promos. I guess we'll see whenever it does come out. I think they already announced the next set after Shrouded Fable 2. I don't remember what the name of that set's gonna be, but it has that turtle Pokemon on it, that new legendary turtle Pokemon. I know that's like the mascot of that new set. Sometimes I forget how fast Pokemon sets come and go. I feel like Twilight Masquerade just came out, and it's already getting replaced with another set. Also, 151, Japanese 151 has gone down in price, so if you are a fan of 151, now is the time to buy. Buy all the Japanese boxes, they're pretty cheap. I mean, again, this is assuming you're not in this hobby for money. If you're in it for money, then it's probably terrible for you, because 151 cards are gonna probably dip down quite a bit. But as a collector, I'm pretty happy. Means I can get my hands on a lot of the cards I wish I could have gotten earlier. But it's nice to wait. Sometimes waiting too long is bad though, like if you waited forever to get Evolving Skies like I did, now you're out of luck, because Evolving Skies is just way too expensive right now. But sometimes you get lucky. You buy a collection box or something, and hey, they'll have an Evolving Skies in there. Even though I have not pulled a single good card from Evolving Skies. I only get like the occasional V and V Max. I've never pulled the Altar out of Evolving Skies. Now, one of the collections I bought off of Craigslist way back in the day, it had a Dragonite V, the Altar one from Evolving Skies, but other than that, I've never held those precious evolutions or that Rayquaza. It'd be so cool to pull one though. Really wish I bought more of those back in the day. But that Gloom card is really nice. But yeah, that's my stance on it at least. It's so hot. I'm glad I have an AC, even though I try not to overuse the AC. But oh, we got a V-Star. It's a Gripion V-Star. Nice. This is a really fun series for me to do, mainly because I don't have to edit anything here. It's nice to shoot a video where I don't have to edit anything. That's the funnest. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's so much fun to make a video like the collection videos and where I do these fun intros and whatnot, and it's fun to do the collector's guides and stuff, but there's so much effort. I don't think I realized how difficult it is to make videos that are good quality until I started doing this myself. It takes a lot of effort to make a good quality video. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a fun time chilling with me today, and I'll see you again next month for our 3rd episode of Pokemon and Chill. Peace.